It was actually some months later when I had, at the time, it was the biggest opportunity of the firm's history, right?
Yeah.
This was a very healthy fee. And at that stage of development, you almost never say no to anything, right? That's how you start. And then over time, you start saying no to things as you grow and build. And I remember it was a really tough decision on whether I should take this or not. And I was trying to really not just look at the monetary value. And I tried to hearken back to class on the concept of opportunity cost. Yeah. And the way I approached deciding was what other engagements and people am I going to have to decline? Because it was going to wrap up not just me, but so much of our firm's resources for so long at a time of the year when we're at our busiest typically. And so I made the conscious decision that the incremental revenue was not worth the opportunity costs of potentially what could happen with these other relationships, which was tough because we really needed the revenue. And the gentleman actually thanked me for it, like that I would decline it. And I explained to him why the other firm that he had gotten, he solicited, gave them a really fair deal. Yeah. And I explained to him my rationale, and he was so impressed. He said, well, look, the very next opportunity, I'm coming straight to you first, which felt very, very reaffirming. It ended up being the right decision because we did ended up getting extremely busy as we went into Q3 and Q4. But I remember my wife, who could hear me because our walls are thin, and when I speak on phones, I get very loud, very animated. And I remember her saying to me, like, you've made it when you can decline, a certain dollar project. And I remember at the end of the day thinking, like, wow, my wife's, Kathleen was right. Yeah. So that was to me, and that was maybe 6 months into the firm.